My girlfriend tries to amend and uncover the truth. Hi there, welcome to Reddit Goat channel. Today we are going to have another unbelievable cheating story. But before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our daily cheating stories. We had been dating exclusively from July of 2021 and we became an official couple in November 2021. I found out that she had been cuddling and having sex with another guy in her dorm whom she met on a dating app before me. The first incident occurred in October and they had met for cuddles or sex at least 8 times throughout the relationship. She was crying and kept saying that she was feeling a lot of guilt and she knew I would leave if she told me, and she was scared of losing me. When we met to talk, I asked for transparency, and she showed me their online conversation. She was having sex with him just a few days before and after I asked her to officially be my girlfriend, and was even texting him during some of our dates. There were times when she told him he had a bigger dick than me and loved how it felt. They were also having sex on some special days/monthsaries. All the while I thought I was having trust issues and even went to see a therapist for anxious attachment, but she did not admit it then. I get it, the extent of the cheating is bad. She's basically been cheating on me before the relationship started and throughout the entire official relationship. However, we spoke about it and she kept apologizing for her actions and saying that the root cause was her lack of self-esteem, and she didn't have many friends to lean on in her dorm at that time. She had a fear of being alone/rejected, which is why she kept seeking validation from other sources. Her unhealthy lifestyle choices served to reinforce that low self-esteem cycle. She says that she has a problem with rejecting men and that he came on to her very strongly. She acknowledges that what she did was selfish and fucked up and is willing to change. She even sent me a list of things she will let me do to regain my trust, e.g. free access to her phone, live updates of where she is and who she's with plus live video proof. So far, she has stuck to these measures. She even says she will let me do surprise visits to her dorm. She says she will take time off soak med, start to eat healthier and get rid of her unhealthy lifestyle to deal with self-esteem issues. She also realizes how much she has let everyone down, including the friends and family of mine that she has met. I still do love her very much and I want to be there for her as she improves her self-esteem. Her remorse seems genuine and her will to change seems sincere. But I am also disgusted and disturbed by the fact that she would have sucked him off one night and kissed me the next without me knowing. The extent of the cheating goes deep as well. I am unsure of what to do and this conflict has been going on in my head ever since I found the truth. Here are some of the best comments from our community. My rule of thumb is to always leave a cheater. The trust will never be the same, and you will always think about what they've once done to you. It's best to leave a cheater and let them learn from their mistakes that way. Hopefully they won't ever make that mistake with a future partner when they see it can cost them a relationship. Once that trust is broken, it's borderline impossible to get it back. These thoughts will always be in the back of your head. Up to you if you think you can live with that, but you're 21, you've got a lot of life left to live. If I were you, I'd wait for someone who actually respects you. It's just not worth the stress and heartache, man. If I was you, I would do one of these things. 1. Leave her. 2. Leave her now for real. Don't trust a girl like this, come on. Break up. She let you think you were crazy instead of owning up to it. There are plenty of great people who exist in the world. Don't waste your time on people who have demonstrated they will burn you. She doesn't love you, and she's manipulating you to think her low self-esteem was the cause of her going out and cheating on you. End it. Here's the second story. I have been with my 24M girlfriend 21F for a year and a half. We lived together, admittedly earlier than we should have moved in together. I've had my suspicions she may have cheated on me while extremely drunk a few weeks ago, but was assured by her and her friends a week later, after she met up with her friend again, that it was no more than a case of a guy making a move and them telling him she had a boyfriend and rejecting him. A couple of nights ago, she used my iPad to play music on our speakers. She had to log in using her Apple ID to get her playlists. Tonight, I use my iPad regularly to make notes for university, etc. I open my Notes app to make a list and find that her notes have synced to my iPad. At the top of the list of notes is a note with guys' names and zodiacs. A list of her exes. I've known of the existence of this list for a long time. We've had an open conversation about exes so we know where we stand and what to expect from partners. Except, the list has been updated a few days after she went out with her friend. A new name appeared under mine, which, for a chronologically listed list, set off a few alarm bells. I have no idea who the guy is, but a little snooping via Instagram reveals that her friend's boyfriend has a friend with the same name, and a birthday under the same star sign, Who knew zodiacs would come in helpful? I have seen this list more recently since the date in question, and his name does not appear. I have dug around and found more information on the guy, including that he lives in our city and is friends with the friend group she was with the night in question. I remember a conversation we had a few days after this incident about her possibly getting hormonal contraception, which she has previously had bad experiences with, and it was my understanding that she was not interested, which was fine by me, as other forms of contraception are available. I can't confront her directly about this. She is a pathological liar and would find a way to spin this unless I had concrete proof that she couldn't dispute. I can't ask her friends what really happened because they're already helped her cover it up. The only action I feel like I have is to contact the guy directly and ask him. Even then, I have no idea whether I'd get a straight answer. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Clearly you don't trust this woman in the least, and if you're this comfortable calling her a pathological liar, I am struggling to see why you haven't already broken up with her. What do you gain from staying in a relationship with someone you don't trust and who you think has cheated? Gather every ounce of strength and leave without a trace. You will never learn anything new that you're happy about knowing. Go and get the love and respect that you deserve, brother. If she's a pathological liar, then better to just break up now. You'll never be able to trust her, so there's no point trying to make the relationship work. You know your partner is a pathological liar and still chose this life. So this is your life now. My advice? Just live with it and swallow whatever bullshit she feeds you and just enjoy life. Here's the third story. For the last month and a half actually, I knew something was up. She and her friend had plans to go to England for a week the day after Valentine's Day. Randomly she texted me that she would be going to her sister's in Seattle the 3 days leading up to Valentine's Day. She told me she could afford her rent, so I covered it. We lived together with her friend, Summer. Our relationship went great. One of the last things she said to me before she got on the plane to Seattle was, "Are you jealous you don't have an adventure too?" During that trio she barely spoke to me. I knew something was wrong. When I picked her, things weren't right. On Valentine's Day we cried and held each other and vowed to work on things. She left the next day. But I wasn't convinced, so I went through her iPad and found her texts. She went out to sleep with another man, not to see her sister. The lingerie she bought for us was for him. She couldn't afford rent because she bought the ticket to see him. She constantly accused me of cheating, and went through my phone. Worst of all, the day after we cried she was still talking to him. I spoke to him and she had lied and said we were broken up and I have moved out. I saw all of the texts. The sexual texts, the emotional infidelity. She let me sit in the spot on the couch where she would record herself masturbating for him. She let me feel like I was the bad guy. She gaslit me, took my money, lied to me, and cheated on me. Now I don't know what to do. Where do I go from here? Why do I still love her? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.